You'd rather be in the water and wrestle a non-aquatic being.
Yeah.
Why?
But I feel like I could get away from an octopus. I could kill an octopus. They're very jelly-like, and I could stab them. They're very stabbable.
But they're like the smartest animal.
They're very stabbable. I get that they're smart. I understand that, but they're also fucking. They're jelly, dog. Fucking a
big ones,
gorilla
though?
could. If it gets a hold of me, I'm dead.
He's gonna drown you.
Would I rather fight a gorilla underwater or a alligator underwater?
No, gorilla.
Gorilla.
The alligator's gonna grab you and spin and drown you.
Because maybe the gorilla might be concerned with its own well-being more.
Yeah. Or maybe you can get lucky and just get its head underwater. We in? Hey, what's up? What's going on? What's good? What's cracking?
Hello.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the Chris and Kyle Show. He is Chris, and I am Kyle.
Yeah.
And we're doing a podcast.
That's us.
Hey, did you know that we're doing a Q&A episode this month?
Are we really?
Yeah. We're doing our first...
See, what we just did, that was a Q and an A. I did the Q and you had the A.
Yeah, good work, us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we're doing our first ever Q&A episode at the end of August. So, if people wanted to ask us questions of any level of zaniness or wackiness or weirdness...
All questions are welcome. As many as possible, please.
If they wanted to ask them... All they have to do is
all three of you
put them in a YouTube comment or Facebook or tweet us or do a review on a podcasting app with a question in it. Any place where you can put words.
I'm welcoming all questions as simple or as complex.
As what?
As simple as what's your favorite color. As complex is if you were any historical figure, who would you want to not be?
Holy shit. That's a tough one. Who died really, really bad?
Here's the thing, because
who had a really shitty death?
I mean, that would suck. You wouldn't want to be Jesus,
I wouldn't want to live before air conditioning, one. So all of those people...
Yeah.
Are
so you definitely wouldn't want to be Jesus.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't want to be Jesus.
Your entire life up to the crucifixion is already torture because there's no AC.
Yeah.
Right? And then you actually get tortured.
Yeah.
But maybe a life without AC will prepared you for it.
Maybe.
Also, you're the son of God, so.
That's true. My life is AC.
See, my first thing was I wouldn't want to be Adolf Hitler, but the thing is, if I were Adolf Hitler, right, and I still had the same kind of maybe I could just be hey, guys, let's not do all of this awful stuff.
I thought you were going to say if you could be any historical figure, who would you be? And I was can I just be Jeff Bezos and then be nicer with my money than him?
Uh-huh.
Because that'd be dope. I'd have to look like him then, though. Be kind of a bummer.
Does he not?
Amazon employees are always complaining about shit.
Really?
Yeah, all the fucking time. Apparently working for Amazon sucks.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah. Instead of building luxury spaceships, pay them $3 more an hour or something. I don't know. Or stop with the weird. They have really crazy, strict demands on the job and shit that make working at Amazon really wild. Anyway, if you want us to ask us questions like that lead to thought-provoking discussion like we just had, do it.
Yep.
Do it.
Send them in.
Also, there's a poll. Go vote on it. Do you want us to do a spoiler episode on Neon Genesis Evangelion? I got through it. Mm-hmm. Or Cowboy Bebop. We're doing an anime special this month.
I like how the difference between the complexities of how to say those two anime titles.
Cowboy Bebop's really easy.
Cowboy Bebop really easy. The last
easy? Come on, man. You can't say something's easy while you can't say easy.
Well, it's way easier than saying bebop. It's barely a word. What is this sounds? What are you drinking?
That's
dude?
some fucking strawberry lemonade, dude.
Yeah?
It's fucking good.
Drink some strawberry
lemonade? It's fucking good.
I bought some pre-made cold brew. Whack.
Not good?
Not good. I'm finishing it because I want to get it out of the fridge, and it's not.
You gave up on that fucking not drinking coffee pretty quick then.
Yeah.
Oh well. Whatever. All right.
Like I said, I'll drink coffee when I want.
You mentioned that There was a movie you wanted to talk about.
Hell yeah, dude! The movie that I just watched.
Yeah.
Like we had to go through a spoiler episode. We just record the one that's gonna come out on Thursday.
Yeah, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Look forward to it.
Yeah. And I
Hollywood.
I was hoping that I had like some tertiary excitement coming off of what I just watched. I watched a movie called Miss Stevens. This is a movie
Ms. Stevens.
Yeah, Miss Stevens.
Is that with a V or a PH?
What?
You heard me.
With a V.
Nice.
Stevens with a V. I don't know why I thought you meant like Miss with a V or a PH, and I was like, that's neither. Why would?
Oh, this sounds like something I would like.
Dog.
This sounds like something I would like.
Dog. This might be a sleeper for like, you might watch it and want to do a spoiler episode right after it.
Timothée Chalamet?
So, all right. So Miss Stevens is a movie that I saw the trailer for this a long time ago. Probably a year ago. It was made in 2016, and it's a really small movie. It was actually released in the South by Southwest Music Festival that's done in Austin, right? And it was nominated for 3 different awards, but it won the Best Actress award.
Was it Lily
the woman
Rabe?
Lily Rabe, who is the lead actress in this movie,
The titular Miss Stevens.
Yeah, the titular Miss Stevens. She gives an incredible performance. The original reason why I was really interested in this movie
Chalamet.
was my boy Timothée Chalamet, who I'm a huge fan of.
T. Chalamet.
What have you seen Timothée Chalamet in?
Beautiful Boy. Motherfucking.
Because you have
Lady Bird, Interstellar. I have not seen Call Me by Your Name.
Call Me by Your Name is probably the biggest one that you haven't seen from him.
He's going to be in the Dune movie that's coming out, though.
Yeah, he is just fucking rocketed.
He's exploding.
These past 2 years.
Yeah.
He's
really good, man.
So this movie, Miss Stevens, I have to say this, was written and directed by a woman named Julia Hart, who has a couple movies in production, but this is probably her biggest movie
thing so far.
And even though it's her biggest movie, this movie is.
Where'd you watch it?
Netflix.
Netflix.
So
cool.
it's available on Netflix. I cannot fucking recommend this movie enough, but the weird thing is, okay, so this movie is at 91% from critics on Rotten Tomatoes, but it's like a 67%
classic, baby,
from the audience.
Yeah, it was on IMDb. It's like a 6.6. Yeah,
it's a 6.6 on IMDb. So, and I don't really get it. This movie is, I don't know how to describe it other than it being like, it's just this little cute little blip of a movie. It's like. I would compare it to like a Little Miss Sunshine. I don't know if you've ever seen that.
Little Miss Stevens Sunshine.
But it's just, it's just so realistic, and it kind of like goes back and forth from being really pessimistic and realistic, and like sort of in that balance. It sort of straddles that fence, and it just very much captures the sort of awkwardness of high school, even though like there's only like one scene that happens in a high school.
It's a field trip, it says, right?
Huh?
It says a field trip on the
it's a field trip to like this drama competition, and it's between the teacher, right, Miss Stevens, who's like 29 years old. You can kind of pick up from the bat, like she's kind of sad. You know, she's not like necessarily like
fulfilled.
She's just not going through the best go in life, you know what I mean? But it's not a super heavy movie. This movie is really, it goes down smooth, and it's really fucking quick. I mean, it's like 80 minutes or some shit like that.
Oh
wow. But the performances from fucking like top to bottom really good. You have Lily Rabe, as the titular character, the Timothée Chalamet. You have these 2 other actors that play 2 other high schoolers, because it's the teacher as well as 3 high schoolers, and Timothée Chalamet plays one of the
boy.
high
Oscar's
schoolers,
in it, dude.
right? Oscar Nunez,
Hell yeah.
and another Oscar
Rob
Office
Hubel?
actor, Rob Hubel, who is Holly Flax's boyfriend in The Office,
and is like notorious, plays just every TV show you can think of. He plays the idiot goofball on it. Like he just always plays a weirdo.
He is kind of cast in like an interesting, like he perfectly fits into the role that he's given here, but it's definitely not a goofball.
I mean, the synopsis just says a heartbroken teacher chaperones a group of high schoolers to a state drama competition.
So
I read that and I was like, that's a movie for me.
This is how I would sell this movie. Imagine being like a 29-year-old female teacher, right? And you have to bring like a group of 3 kids in your own car to a drama competition, and imagine how awkward that would be. Imagine having to deal with that, like the sort of line of what is appropriate and what is inappropriate. And
it's a weird line, right? The difference between being on a bus and in a car.
Yeah,
that's weird. It's like a weird. It's very
intimate.
personal. Yeah,
it's very intimate. And not only that, like going on a road trip with these 3 kids that you're normally spending in a classroom with a whole bunch of other kids, right? But imagine fucking going to a drama competition with them, trying to teach them about drama and share stories with them, and going to dinners with them, and fucking staying in a hotel with them, right? Imagine sort of like all of these little intimate interactions that you have with these kids, and how that would work out, and how awkward that would be, and like, and if you're also going through something like sort of depressing.
I might watch this like after we record this.
I'm like, dog,
that's so up my alley,
dude. Fucking when I saw the trailer for this, the one thing that really I was like, oh, Timothy Chalamet, and sort of like this like sort of offbeat indie comedy, like it's like a dramedy, I would say.
Dramedy.
But there was a part in the trailer that hooked me, where Timothy Chalamet does the Chaplin walk. I don't know if you've ever seen that. Chaplin has like a specific walk, like
Charlie Chaplin
has a specific walk that he does, and fucking Timothy Chalamet does that.
Nails it.
He's like, there's a scene where he's like trying to cheer the teacher up, and he's like, Miss Stevens, my hand, it has this, I can't control it. It has to knock on doors. It has to go and knock on doors. And then he starts running down the hotel room and like jumping off of the walls and stuff. And he does this like weird little Chaplin walk. And when I saw that, I was like, I got to see this.
movie.
I need to see it. There is, and so not only do you get that, like you get Timothy Chalamet playing the, what
is it the most likable character he's ever played?
He
plays so many unlikable characters.
He's very likable in this, but he's also like, you're like, kid, you got to chill out here.
That's also a very Timothy Chalamet thing, right? Though, like he always plays somebody who needs to chill out.
Imagine him imagine a more Timothy Chalamet character than a troubled high school kid that is also a really talented actor. In the movie.
So actual. Maybe
so not only do you get that throughout the movie, but you get him doing a monologue from Death of a Salesman.
Okay.
And he fucking nails it, dude. So you get like a really good, just in the movie lingers. It just lets you, and it plays with there's good music, and it doesn't. It's not preachy. It's not too in your face. I think you would really fucking enjoy this.
No, it sounds like it's like really right up my alley. Yeah.
I really liked it.
Go. That's cool. I literally might watch that after we record.
And it's one of those movies that like, I don't want to Karate Kid it. You know what I mean? Like I don't want to like build it up to be this like really amazing movie that you have to see. Because obviously there were certain people that were really disappointed with it, but it's also not like it's a movie that you're like, oh, this seems like a cute movie. I'll watch it. Yeah. And then you're just kind of like blown away by like all the subtle things that it does.
Cool.
I just fucking really enjoyed it. It might also be like just like the, you know how like there's certain times when you have a craving, right? And it just like you watch something, you listen to something, and it's like, this is exactly what I want to listen to right now. I kind of had that moment with this movie.
I watched a couple things this week too. Some in theaters.
Yeah.
I saw Poll Loser yesterday.
The Poll Loser?
Yeah. It didn't win our poll.
What was that?
Yesterday.
Oh. I thought you said you saw something
No.
yesterday.
No.
And I was like, wait, no,
the
you
movie
saw
yesterday.
In my head, I knew that you had seen yesterday way before yesterday.
Yes. Today. I saw yesterday and I saw The Art of Self-Defense. Both are good. I think yesterday is like, it's like really simple and sweet, you know, kind of exactly what you would expect going into it.
I saw Yesterday Friday and Friday Yesterday.
Whoa.
What?
Yesterday was Saturday. Wild.
And I saw
The Art of Self-Defense, though.
Really I saw the day after tomorrow, the Friday after next.
The Art of Self-Defense is really good. It's weird. It's like very unique. I told you a little bit about like the dialogue is weird. Like the way people talk, they're like so like overly specific about the things they're doing. They self-explain things. It's a very weird, strange movie. Jesse Eisenberg's very good in it.
Yeah.
Imogen Poots is good in it.
Ooh, I like Imogen Poots.
Yeah, she's really good. Yeah, it's a good movie. I liked it a lot. I liked it more than Yesterday. Yesterday is like the kind of movie that like anybody can watch and enjoy.
Yeah.
It's just it's just a simple, sweet movie.
Right.
Plus, like, I have a huge crush on Lily James, and she's in it. So
Yep.
What else? What else do you need?
That'll do it.
That'll do.
I've seen a few movies. Fucking recently, I watched a movie called All the President's Men, also on Netflix. It didn't like blow me. I don't want to use the word blow me away with Miss Stevens because I want people to watch
Tempered
it
expectations.
with tempered expectations and just enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know. Like in my head, I was like, what can I compare this experience to? When I was watching Miss Stevens, and I was like, if I was like in like a hotel
Motel, Holiday Inn.
Well, no, if I was in like a hotel lobby, right, and then I heard someone playing the piano,
Yeah.
right, and it was like a I don't know, like for some reason I'm there on a Tuesday morning,
Okay.
right,
Yeah.
and like I'm kind of all by myself in like a new city, right, and I hear someone play the piano, and it's a nice like soft piano, and I hear off in the distance. That's what I would that's the experience that I get from Miss Stevens. It's such like a weird, like I was like, man, this is delightful, but it's not like it's not like you're not gonna see this. It's not gonna win any Best Pictures. That movie made fucking $4,000 in the box office.
Oh wow.
$4,000. It got a limited release, and it got $4,000.
Yeah.
Also interesting fucking enough, one of the writers, so fucking Julia Hart wrote and directed, but one of the other writers that did the screenplay was Jordan Horowitz. Does that name
sounds familiar?
Sounds familiar, right?
Yeah.
Do you know what he did?
No.
He's more of a producer than he is like a
Okay.
actual writer director, right? But he's a producer. He produced La La Land.
Oh, okay.
He was the guy at the Oscars that was that was at the mic,
Oh,
right?
when they said actually,
And he was like, no,
Moonlight
guys.
won.
He
I'm
was
being
like-
serious.
He's like,
Yeah.
I'm being serious. Moonlight won Best Picture.
Yeah.
Like he was the guy that did that. Who?
He handled that well.
Yeah, he
props
handled
to
it
that dude.
fucking really well.
Yeah, props to that dude.
Yeah. So
Okay.
And he also fucking helped write this. So
Good for you, man.
yeah, and I think he produces a lot of Julia Hart's upcoming work. So
Okay.
I'm
so he
excited to.
He like got his eyes on her, and he's like, "This girl's gonna do something."
Mm-hmm.
That's kind of cool. You want to talk about some of these upcoming movies?
Some other movies that I watched.
Oh,
So I
that's
watched-
right. All the President's
going
Men.
Back to All the President's Men, which is old fucking Robert Redford, Dustin Hoffman movie.
Oh, is this when
about-
you walked out here and you were like, "Dustin Hoffman's underrated"?
Oh yeah.
So,
Oh yeah.
like, 'cause you
He's
just
a
watched that?
sleeper dog. No, he's not brought up in the GOAT conversation enough. He's been in so much good stuff. Rain Man. Fucking Meet the Fockers. So much good shit. Oh, but seriously, like
I just watched him.
The
in
Graduate.
I just watched him in Chef. I just watched.
Graduate. The Graduate is a really good comparison.
I just watched Chef last week.
for
and
Miss
he's-
Stevens.
Oh, okay.
I thought about that. The Graduate's a really good comparison for Miss Stevens because it's like, it's kind of like a cute, like sort of like delightful movie, but it's like there's a lot of like malaise in there, and there's like some sadness as well. Like, and you're seeing that through the main, but it's not like overly.
It's not depressing.
It's not really. No, it's malaise is probably the best. Like you can tell that this person's sort of like unfulfilled, and they're kind of like going through a rut.
Yeah.
And there's, I would compare it to The Graduate. It's probably a good comparison. But All the President's Men, it's actually a really interesting movie because it's about the whole Watergate scandal.
Oh, okay.
And Woodward and Bernstein
Who
when they were
plays
working
Nixon?
at the Washington Post. Huh?
Who plays Nixon?
Who plays Nixon? I don't know if they have anybody play Nixon, or
Is it just
if
like
they
audio
show-
and shit or clips of him?
So the most interesting thing about All the President's Men is like the fact that they do this entire movie. The entire movie is about Woodward and Bernstein, who work at the Washington
They're the
Post.
guys who broke all the news, right?
Exactly, right? But the entire movie is basically just investigative journalism. Which
Yeah. Is it like Spotlight? I really
Yes, but
really liked Spotlight.
yeah,
Spotlight was a good fucking movie.
Very similar to Spotlight. The Post is probably another good example because it's literally about the Washington Post.
Mm-hmm.
But There's just a lot of, pretty much the entire movie is just fucking phone calls and conversations.
Okay.
That's it. Like and it's still really gripping and cinematic.
That's cool.
Dustin Hoffman fucking kills it. Robert Redford's fucking as charming as always. Yeah, I watched that. I watched a fucking old Chaplin movie called Shoulder Arms.
Shoulder Arms?
Yeah, Shoulder Arms. So it's like him in the military.
Okay.
And it's a fucking really early Chaplin movie. But one of the things that like fucking like doesn't exist anymore, like that Chaplin was like amazing at, and I sort of brought this up with like the Timothée Chalamet thing because he was like so.
Is it like the physicality?
And not just like his physical humor. So like Jim Carrey was like a good physical comedian, but it wasn't just physical comedy that Chaplin was good with, but it was visual comedy.
Okay.
So there was like a bit in Shoulder Arms that it got me because it was like just really fucking funny. So he plays like this military guy, and they're going against the French or some shit, right? And Chaplin is a majority of the movies like in the trenches.
Okay.
It reminded me a lot of a Kubrick movie called Paths of Glory, but it's obviously like much older. But this I
guarantee you Kubrick has seen this movie.
Has seen
Shoulder Arms.
Guaranteed. Yeah, I would guess.
Yeah.
Very different movies. But Chaplin does this thing where he's firing at the French from the trench, right? And he
fire at the French from the trench.
Yeah. Right next to Judi Dench.
What? Damn, Judi Dench.
I could rap about Chaplin all day. But anyways, so he's firing at the French right from the trench, and
with Dame Judi
you see him raise his rifle, right, and you see him fire once, and then he has like a little piece of chalk, and he fucking makes a little scratch, like he's making tallies, right?
Yeah.
So he shoots one time, makes it a little tally, shoots another time, makes a tally, shoots again, makes a tally, right? Shoots again, makes a fourth tally, right? And then when he rises back up to fire his rifle, his helmet gets shot off.
Okay.
And then he immediately like erases one of the tallies.
What?
Because like he thought he killed someone.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And then
that
shot
guy
him.
shot him.
And then
yeah.
he was like,
okay.
oops.
Yeah. Okay.
So like, and
that's good.
And that was like, you don't see that kind of shit. Like you don't, a lot of the comedy that you see nowadays is very much dialogue driven. Even and a lot of it's like physical, like, and even the physical comedy is much more slapstick, which there was a lot of that with Chaplin and guys like Buster Keaton and Harold Lloyd. But man, like it's so. What I think a lot of people don't really understand with those guys is how fucking like they're fucking athletic as shit, like and coordinated. The things that fucking like Chaplin and Buster Keaton, especially Buster Keaton, dude, like he's someone who would fucking ride on the fucking front of trains, and that like they were just so innovative and talented and coordinated and ballsy to do all of these crazy different stunts.
They're like Tom Cruise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Flying jets, baby.
Pretty much. There's no way that he's flying a jet, dog.
He's flying jets, dude. What are you talking about?
Ain't no way.
Why don't you believe that?
Ain't no way. Ain't no way.
Why don't you think Tom Cruise can fly a jet?
Has he been training his entire life?
Yeah. Probably.
I don't know about that.
What's the difference between a motorcycle and a jet?
Pretty much nothing.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
Exactly.
That's a good point.
All right. Let's talk about some of these other upcoming stuffs. Let's talk about Jojo Rabbit.
All right.
As Taika Waititi pitches it, an anti-hate satire.
Yeah. You have to pitch it that way, right? That's a thing that you have to, like, if you're making a comedy where you're playing Adolf Hitler, like, you have to throw that out immediately, right? You're like, this is anti-hate.
Yeah.
Just so you know.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's have fun.
Yeah. So this is written and directed by Taika Waititi, the guy who made Thor Ragnarok, Hunt of the Wilder People, What We Do in the Shadows. It seems more in the vein of like a Hunt of the Wilder People, maybe.
I haven't seen Hunt of the Wilder
It's got like that.
Have you seen it?
No, but like it's not Thor Ragnarok.
You know what it reminded me of?
It's like a Wes Anderson movie, is what it seems like to me. Moonrise Kingdom.
Exactly. That's exactly
it's
what I
of the
thought.
Costumes and stuff.
The costumes and then fucking. Sam Rockwell like reminded
Yep.
me of what's his Norton?
Edward Norton.
Ed Norton. Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, I love Sam Rockwell so much. I love him so much.
Solid.
He's so good.
He's solid, man.
Yeah, dude. When Taika comes out as Hitler in this
Mhm.
trailer, it's so funny.
Like I saw him as Hitler.
So
Or,
to,
like, I saw
to
Hitler.
clarify for people, Taika Waititi is playing a kid named Jojo has an imaginary friend who takes the form of Adolf Hitler, and Taika Waititi is playing him. The kid just like calls him Adolf. He's like, "How you doing, Adolf?" It's like so weird.
Yeah, and he like seems delightful. Like it's
Yeah,
it's,
he
like,
seems really delightful. Yeah, yeah.
It's so
And, like,
ridiculous.
I saw like somebody was like, Taika, why are you the one playing Hitler in this?
I don't know why I keep bringing up Chaplin this episode. Have you ever seen The Dictator?
No,
The Great
but
Dictator.
I know
Is
what
that
you're
it's called?
talking about.
Yeah. There's like a really famous scene.
Yeah,
where
it's like a
where
famous
Chaplin
movie.
plays Hitler, and
Yeah.
he's like playing with like a little blow up world, like a little like inflatable
Mhm.
world, and he's like dancing with it, and it's like a really good
Yeah.
like metaphorical satire. But
But yeah,
Jojo Rabbit.
YTD was talking about playing Hitler, and he was like, "Well, as a Jew, I thought this would piss him off the most." He was like, "I can't think of a better fuck you to that guy."
So Taika Waititi is a Jew.
Yeah, apparently. He's Jewish.
Interesting.
Yeah, I didn't know that.
Is he New Zealand? Is he from New Zealand or
I think he's
Australia?
he's either New Zealand or Australia. I think he's from New Zealand though.
I know the Flight of the Conchords guys are from New Zealand,
Mm-hmm.
and they're friends. So I'm gonna guess he's from New
France.
Zealand.
Yeah, but Chris Hemsworth's from Australia, and
Oh,
they're
no.
friends, and they're friends.
Oh no! Can that happen? Is that allowed?
I think they get along well,
Okay.
New Zealanders and Australians.
They just don't like to be confused
Probably,
as each other.
maybe. I don't know. I do know that
it
it
seems really fun. This
I
movie
do know
seems
that it's
really
currently winter there, and I'm jealous of that.
fun. Yeah, that would be nice.
You ever think about that? Like how the Southern Hemisphere is in the opposite season?
I mean, like that's what doesn't.
It just
blow
weirds me
away.
out a little bit.
It's kind of weird, I guess. It's sort of strange. We know what really gets me though. How like how like when you flush a toilet or you see like water go down.
Yeah, the
drain?
water goes the opposite direction, right?
Yeah,
on the
it's
other
crazy.
on the other Southern Hemisphere.
That's nuts.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Fucking
Explain that, flat earthers.
magnetism and shit.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah, explain that, fucking Kyrie.
There's a fucking flat Earth documentary on Netflix. I was scrolling through Netflix and I saw the documentary on Netflix. I didn't watch it.
Why not, dude? Open your mind.
As
As
I don't know. I'm not
Quanto,
ready.
as Quanto
I'm not
would
ready
say,
for the
dude,
truth.
Open your mind.
I'm not ready for the truth. I
I
did watch like a little bit of the. You know how like they play little trailers when you
Yeah,
hover your
dude. That
mouse
sometimes
over?
that pisses me off.
Yeah.
But that Netflix like
It's a little
automatically
annoying.
plays shit
It's
drives
a
me
little
crazy.
annoying, right? So like I watched like 5 seconds of like their little trailer that they
Mhm.
show on Netflix, right? And it was just a dude standing on a beach, and they're like and he was like all of these. He had a flat Earth Society fucking
Okay,
shirt on, right? And
okay.
he was like, all of these scientists want to come up to us with math. Right? And this is what we got. We say, look, we can see Seattle.
For real?
I don't know what that means, but he said that, and it seems dumb.
Could you see Seattle in the shot at least?
No! He was on a beach, dude. He was pointing out to the ocean. I didn't see Seattle.
Oh my, yeah, that makes no sense. Where are you standing that you're pointing over the ocean to get to Seattle? Are you in Japan?
But then again,
What?
my eyes are closed. I'm not ready for the truth.
Oh my
I'm
god.
just a fucking government shit.
All right, you want to know the truth, dude?
What is that?
Mr. Rogers was the truth.
He was the fucking truth, dog.
How'd you feel about that trailer?
Seems great.
Seems great, right?
Seems delightful.
You've seen the documentary, right?
I
I
feel
have not
so
seen
bad.
it, and I
feel
really wanna
so,
watch it.
I feel so bad because I started watching that trailer, cried a couple times, or the
movie.
documentary, right?
Yeah.
I started watching it.
What is the
cried a
documentary
couple
called?
times. Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Right.
Yes.
I cried a couple times, dog. I didn't see the last 10 to 15 minutes because I was watching it on a plane, and the plane.
Oh
landed.
no.
And what sucked was like I was like we were on the runway for like fucking another 45
Yeah, and
minutes.
you were like, "Let me watch the end of this fucking
and
documentary."
it wouldn't let me fucking pull up the screen
Oh.
again. It was lame as shit, dog.
It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I know. So I got to track that down. Watch the
Yeah.
end of that documentary.
I wanna watch
and
it
I'm
really
definitely
bad.
gonna watch his fucking Tom Hanks shit.
So apparently, this movie starring Tom Hanks about Mr. Rogers, which like, is there a better human being to play Mr. Rogers than the nicest human being on the planet?
They were like, who's just the most charming,
nice person,
kind guy that we can find?
Tom Hanks, fucking Hanks, who's also like always in biopics. He plays he's been in so many biopics. But yeah, like I was watching this trailer and I was like, I've never seen an episode of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood. I think we're a little too young for it.
Never ever?
No.
Never ever?
No. Not that I can think of. I think that it was like a little bit before our childhood.
I've seen a couple episodes though.
But you weren't like an avid. You weren't rolling up to the neighborhood after school and shit.
I don't know. I've probably seen more of that than I have like Lizzie McGuire.
Wow.
I've seen some Lizzie McGuire.
Wow. My boy Gordo.
Yeah.
Busting out of the friend zone in that movie.
Uh-huh.
Good for you, Gordo.
Yeah.
You just completely derailed me, dude. Yes. So, like, I was watching this trailer, and I was like, I have to watch the documentary and then watch this movie because, like, the trailer was that enticing to me. I was like, this dude is just so fucking nice. Yeah. Such a good dude with creepy puppets.
And like, the most, like, weirdly unsettling thing that you have to, like, grasp is the fact that this dude is just kind. There's nothing.
Yeah. Like, there's nothing nefarious.
There's no nefarious. Like,
well, because if you were to like paint a picture of a person and say, guess what, he was a pedophile, and you painted the idea of this dude,
it would be somebody like Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, people would be like, yeah, I get it.
Dude wearing sweaters, always being nice to fucking kids and shit.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
Playing
he
with
was
dolls,
just a fucking good guy.
Like with train sets and shit like that. Yeah. It would definitely be someone like Mr. Rogers. And then you're just like, oh, no, fucking Mr. Rogers was just the kindest person.
Yeah.
And I'm an asshole for being this cynical. Like,
so,
he's someone who's so kind. You're like, oh, man, why am I so tainted?
Yeah. So apparently this movie is based on a true story. Right. The journalist in the movie, played by Matthew Rhys from The Americans, he's like, that guy was a real guy who wrote an actual, like, article, like wrote an actual piece about Mr. Rogers and was actually going through a really hard time in his life, and Mr. Rogers apparently like really helped him through it. So I think this movie is going to be actually more about him than Mr. Rogers. It's going to be more about how Mr. Rogers affected his life, and it just seems like it's going to be really good.
Dog, I saw a little comic that someone made of Mr. Rogers interacting with Thor. Right, like Mr. Rogers like comes out onto his roof, the roof of his house, right, and Thor's like just chilling. And Mr. Rogers is like, Thor, is that you? And then Thor's like, oh, yes, I was just checking on this neighborhood, making sure that everyone's safe. And he's like, oh, okay, cool. Can I come out and sit with you and have a little talk? And Thor's like, yeah. And then Mr. Rogers is like, oh, is this your hammer?
He lifts it?
And he's like, can I hold it? And he was like, sure, sir, but many find it very heavy. And then he was like, well, I don't find it heavy at all. And he like picks it up.
Picks it up? That's amazing.
Yeah, he picks it up. And he's like, wow, that's actually very impressive. And Mr. Rogers is like, well, life is kind of like that sometimes, right? How, some things are more difficult for others. But just because someone can't lift your hammer doesn't mean that they're talented in something else as well. And Thor has like a little moment and he's like, you know what? I appreciate your counsel, Mr. Rogers.
That's so good. That's an amazing little comment.
It was really fucking wholesome.
Yeah, that's really great. Oh man, that's so good.
Yeah,
I want to like watch that. I want to watch Tom Hanks as Mr. Rogers with Chris Hemsworth as Thor.
Yeah,
Fat Thor, dude. Oh my God, that's all Fat Thor needs. He needs to talk to Mr. Rogers. Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Stop playing fucking Fortnite with fucking Boner Lover 69 or whatever that kid's name is in that movie. All right, let's jump from one historical figure to another. One of the most gangster people in the history of American history. That was reductive. Redundant. God. It was not reductive. It was redundant. I'm talking about Harriet Tubman.
Yeah.
It's a film called Harriet coming out.
Yeah.
Biopic about Harriet Tubman. And let me get the name of this lead actress right, because...
Is she in anything else?
I've seen her in El Royale. Bad Times at the El Royale.
Oh, she's in that movie?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
Her name is Cynthia Erivo. If I'm pronouncing that right.
Erivo?
Erivo. She was also in Widows last year.
I don't know what that is.
I didn't see it, but it came out last year. Those are like the biggest things that she's been in, though.
Mm-hmm.
She's really good in Bad Times. She sings. She's a great singer.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, she's playing Harriet Tubman. Janelle Monáe is in this movie.
Uh-huh.
My boy Leslie Odom Jr. from Hamilton is in this movie.
Yeah.
Aaron Burr, sir.
What else is he in? I feel like I know him
Leslie
from
Odom
something.
Jr.?
Yeah. Because I don't know anything of Hamilton, really. Maybe I've seen him tertiarily because of that.
Maybe. You saw Murder on the Orient Express, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in that.
Oh, he's in that. Okay, cool. Yeah. He was good in that.
Dr. Arbuthnot? Dude, he was in Red Tails. Remember Red Tails? Yeah. It's not a very good movie.
I never saw it.
Oh, okay. All right, anyway. What do you think of that Harriet Tubman trailer? Or just Harriet?
It seems fine.
Looks like a biopic, right?
Yeah.
But like
it could end up being like Red Tails.
I'm surprised there hasn't been a Harriet Tubman movie before.
I was just thinking that.
Like, she's like insanely influential and important in American history.
It's like where are all the werewolf movies at, right?
Yeah, where are all the Harriet Tubman movies?
Where are all the fucking Harriet Tubman movies? Very surprising.
But yeah, I really like Cynthia Erivo. She's really good. So I'd be interested in seeing it just for her. Mm-hmm. See her take on it.
Janelle Monáe.
Yeah, she's in it. I said
Janelle
that.
Monáe.
I said that. You just don't listen to me.
I go through my own.
All right. Let's give a little teaser because we're doing Once Upon a Time in Hollywood as our spoiler episode this week, but next week we're doing Zombieland because the trailer for Zombieland 2 Double Tap came out. You like that trailer?
Yeah.
It's a fun fucking trailer.
Yeah.
So I have never seen Zombieland or had never seen Zombieland.
Yeah.
That trailer came out and I was like, dude, I got to watch Zombieland.
Yeah.
I did. Fucking loved it. Really enjoyed the movie. Very good. Now, I'm super hyped for Zombieland 2.
Now you understand the reference to Double Tap.
Yes, I get the double tap thing. I understand the rules reference in the trailer.
Yep.
I don't know how Zoe Deutsch is alive. That just seems a little weird.
Right.
She seems like a huge bimbo. I'm not going to be surprised if it's an elaborate ploy. Emma Stone and Abigail Breslin-esque from the first movie, right?
Uh-huh.
I wouldn't be surprised if she ends up being like cunning, trickster. You know what I mean?
Yeah. She's got some Slytherin in her.
Okay. All right. I feel you. A little Slytherin.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I love the cast. I was like, one of my favorite things about this trailer was the way they introduced all the characters. Oscar nominee Woody Harrelson, Oscar nominee Jesse Eisenberg, Oscar nominee Abigail Breslin, Oscar winner, or they said Academy Award winner Emma Stone, and then they just like start shooting zombies. It's really good. Yeah. But like they're all really good. I don't know Abigail Breslin super well. I love Emma Stone. She's one of my favorite actors. I love Woody Harrelson. Jesse Eisenberg's really good.
Little Miss
I really like Zoe Deutsch.
The aforementioned Little Miss Sunshine, Abigail Breslin.
Yes, that's what her Oscar nomination was for. Yeah. I really like Zoe Deutsch a lot. I don't know if you recognize the dude with the weed. The hot dude with the weed.
He's a Disney Channel.
He's from actor. Nickelodeon. He's from Victorious.
Basically,
the show that Ariana Grande and Victoria Justice were on.
Yeah.
I watched every episode of that show with my sisters.
Every episode?
When I lived at home. Yeah, when I like moved back home. That show, like for a Nickelodeon show, was really good.
That was a pretty good bit that he had, though.
Yeah,
Do I look like someone that
Do I look like someone that have weed? Hell yeah! Because he does. He does look like a dude with weed. I just gotta say, like, without spoiling Zombieland at all, because this isn't a spoiler episode, the fucking Bill Murray scene is so good.
Solid.
It's so good.
Really good.
Oh man. What did you think of Unbelievable? Yeah, unbelievable.
Seems it's interesting
to me.
I like Toni Collette a lot.
Yeah, like it seems like more exciting in context. Like if you said, "Hey, there's going to be a detective show about Toni Collette."
Is it a show?
Yeah, it's a Netflix show.
Oh, I thought it was going to be a movie.
I think it's a show.
Oh,
it might be a movie. I might be wrong. But it's like with Toni Collette as a detective and Schmidt's girlfriend from New Girl as a detective.
Mm-hmm. Now, I would have been like, Cece?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, Vanessa. It's like,
okay.
That's cool.
But then and Caitlin Dever, and I'd be like, yo, she's fucking good.
I'm like, John Denver, take me home. Could you roll? They're bringing him back.
Yeah, like the trailer is like fine, but like the cast is what I like about it, or at least Toni Collette and Caitlin Dever.
Yeah.
All right. How about this Casey Affleck vehicle? I mean, this seems like the definition of being a vehicle, right? Like when people call a movie a vehicle for somebody, if you write, direct, and star in it,
Yeah.
it's a vehicle.
Yeah, he's Woody Allen. Allening.
Woody Allening.
Laning.
Woody Allening. He's writing, directing, and starring in the film called Light of My Life, which is about him and his daughter in some sort of post-apocalyptic. Oh my God.
Post-apocalyptic.
Post-apocalyptic
Microgement.
Scenario where his daughter's the only girl left in the world.
Yeah.
The opposite of one of your favorite comics ever.
Mm-hmm.
Why the Last Man?
Yeah.
I don't know if that was a vibe that you got at all or thought of it all through the trailer, but
No, I didn't.
because I think tonally, I don't know anything about Why the Last Man, but tonally, it doesn't seem like that.
It's Why the Last Man has more like if you had that, but like more like pop culture references.
Oh, okay.
Like if you had like
It's like that, like dark and kind of sad lip seeming.
Why the Last Man is fucking dark as shit.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
But that's like what Brian K. Vaughan does. He has like really like fucking like gripping, really like horrific
Okay.
things. Like it's not like Garth Ennis fucking horrific, but it's like it's dark. I mean, it's an apocalyptic world, and there's fucking dog. There's a team like a group of like cultish women that literally like cut off one of their boobs in order to be in part of the group, and they're called the Amazonians, and like they make it their like life's work to try and fucking hunt down.
Why?
Why? York Brown is his full name. Yeah.
He's the last man on Earth. Why you gotta hunt him down? That's mean.
Because they're like very much like radical feminists almost, like in the way that they're like no, like this is almost like a sign from God that I don't think if they bring religion into it, but they're basically like this is like a sign that like women need to empower, like we shouldn't be mourning the death of men, like because everyone's like setting all the women that are left over like set up a huge memorial to men. And what else do they use other than the Washington Memorial?
Yeah, because it's a giant dick.
Yeah, it's very phallic.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they show up, like everybody's like crying and like mourning the loss of like of half of the fucking human race, right? And they're like, "Yo, you shouldn't be fucking mourning. Like this is a fucking new future."
Except none of you can have kids, so like the future is short.
It's kind of,
short future.
over.
Anyway, what do you think of the trailer for this Casey Affleck movie?
Seems interesting.
I thought it seemed really good.
Seemed interesting.
I thought it looked really fucking good. I got
some violence in there. I enjoyed.
Yes, that violence was kind of unexpected in that trailer a little bit.
The more I think about this, is actually a lot like Why the Last Man.
Yeah.
Should probably be more excited for it. But
I thought
more excited for an actual Why the Last Man thing.
There is a Why the Last Man. The show's coming out.
Is it?
Yes, we've talked about this.
I know
before.
that we've talked about it, but it's like one of those things that I feel like has been on my brain and I've heard about it.
Listen, they're coming. They're coming. Like The Witcher is like the first of those things to come. Like there's more coming.
Unless I get a release date with like fucking and
trailer?
I know that it's available.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
I'm not
yeah.
gonna get my hopes up.
Okay, that's fine.
Because it's just one of those things.
You know what vibes I got besides Why the Last Man, which I know nothing about, but just because of being
The Road.
No, is that the movie with Viggo Mortensen?
Titanic. Hunt for Red October.
Stop. What's the fucking movie? What's the movie?
Finding Nemo.
You need to stop right now. The movie with Casey Affleck that's very sad but really good. With
Manchester by the Sea.
Manchester by the Sea. Yeah. Yes.
Has that dude made any fucking thing? The dude that wrote and directed that.
I can find out
who
for
that
you.
is.
I can find out.
I loved that movie, man. Manchester by the Sea.
So Manchester by the Sea. For anybody who's like listening to this and they're like, "Oh, you know, I heard that's pretty good." Maybe like it's sad as fuck. It's a super sad movie.
If you can't,
but
deal
it's
with
fucking good.
If you can't deal with sadness in movies, don't watch Manchester by the Sea.
Yeah, if you're one of those people that like,
and if you think that it's going to be a cutesy movie,
No,
don't fucking watch it either.
Dude. If you're, yeah, if
you have to go into it with the right mindset.
Yeah.
If you're like, okay, I'm gonna watch a really depressing movie with some fucking incredible performances.
If
and
you're
really
one of the
good
people,
writing,
because it's a thing, people like a lot of people, and it's fine. A lot of people don't like to watch something that makes them sad, and it's fine. You know, that's your prerogative.
Yeah.
But like this movie is amazing. Manchester by the Sea is amazing.
Give me a movie that I can be engaged with in any kind of fucking way possible. Am I horrified? Is it provoking thought?
Yeah.
Is it making me question myself and my
Is it
my
making
identity?
you feel stuff?
Yeah. But I mean,
Do you
you can get that.
do you
there's a
care?
whole-
Do you care about the characters you're watching?
Yeah.
He's
Probably
got
the only thing that I don't want to get is probably boredom.
yeah.
That's probably the only.
Kenneth
thing that I don't-
Lonergan has a thing he wrote called Like Father, but there's no cast involved in it, and there's no director, and he's part of a writing group. So he
I do
doesn't
need to
really.
make
It's kind of
something else.
weird. He doesn't. He wrote 4 episodes of a TV miniseries called Howard's End, and that's it since.
Kenneth Lonergan. I know
Manchester
you
by
watch
the
this
Sea.
show. Make some other shit, dog.
You're fucking talented. You're good at what you
You
do.
live for me. Make me things.
All right, I got one last bit of news. It's a rumor. I don't know if it's confirmed or not, but it's rumored that J.J. Abrams has signed a deal with Warner Brothers, and part of it involves directing both a Superman movie and a Green Lantern movie. Can you think of, like, okay, if I was to show you Man of Steel, right, and then fucking force you to watch Batman vs. Superman as torture, and then, like, you were so defeated at that point that you just sat there while Justice League played, and you just couldn't do anything about it, right? Just put you through a horrible day.
Right.
I'm sorry.
You like Clockwork Oranged me and like fucking
I'm
like
really
opened
sorry.
up my
Yeah, yeah.
eyelids.
That
and,
was
like,
that
strapped
was
me into
during
a
Batman
seat.
vs Superman. But once that ended, you were so defeated, you just
Right.
fucking couldn't move
I
while
just gave in.
Justice League happened.
And I just accepted it.
Yeah,
I started
yeah,
liking it.
exactly. If I told you that and I was like, okay, this dude Zack Snyder is responsible for these films, and then I was like, think of the opposite of this guy. J.J. Abrams is up there on the list of dudes that are the opposite tonally, I think, of Zack Snyder.
You think so?
Yes.
I would say like Woody Allen is probably.
I'm thinking more like still in an action movie though,
Oh,
like
okay.
someone to make
Still
like if
like
you were
an-
like, oh, if you could pick someone else to make like action superhero films,
Yeah.
that's the opposite tonally of Zack Snyder.
And like quality wise.
Yeah, I mean, maybe.
Um,
Listen, Zack Snyder's shit is beautiful. Okay, it looks great,
and so,
but he's got a fucking Jesus complex.
But the major point that like we should make here is that fucking like whatever you want to say about J.J. Abrams, he's done a fairly good fucking job with adapting the like, fucking nerd culture.
The Star Trek movies are good.
Star Trek movies
His
are
Star
good.
Wars movie was
Star Wars
good.
movies are
He's
pretty
doing
good.
the next one. I think it's probably going to be good.
Yeah. And he makes some pretty good movies, and I also think that he's pretty good at making feel good movies as well. So
Yeah.
hopefully, fucking he can have a
Maybe he'll understand that, like,
delightful Clark.
Maybe
Kent.
he'll understand that Superman is supposed to be a fucking good person who does things because it's the right thing to do.
Yo, give me fucking Timothy Chalamet as a fucking young Clark Kent. Dog, he's so fucking like distraught all the time. He's always like he's got like a James Dean quality where he's almost always about to fucking cry. You know what I'm saying? He's like just always so
Is
distraught.
that what you think of when you think of Clark Kent?
Oh yeah. This little bitch.
Are you
dog.
Zack Snyder?
He's always mopey, and his parents suck. Oh,
Are you
shit, I'm
sure
Zack
you're not
Snyder.
thinking of Bruce Wayne?
Oh shit. Oh shit.
His parents didn't suck; they were dead.
I think just like Zack Snyder.
Dude, to me, like if you're like J.J. Abrams is making a Superman movie, let Henry Cavill play Superman again. Henry Cavill's a perfectly fine Superman.
Yeah.
He looks perfect,
But just do something
and
different with Clark
like
Kent.
Henry Cavill is capable of being fucking not a cardboard box too. Like he's a good actor. Just let him smile.
I don't know if I've seen. Has he played like a really like charming? You've
He's
seen
very
The Man
charming in The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
I haven't seen it, so
He's not charming in the new Mission Impossible movie, but he's like, I don't know how to explain. He reloads his arms, you know, like it's fucking ridiculous and awesome. Like, he literally like there's a part, like, it's insane.
there's a sense of humor to his character.
Yeah, kind of, but like not on purpose. It's just like so like it's like so ridiculous. It's like they were making the movie, right, and they were like, here is a guy that Tom Cruise is going to get in a fight with,
Right.
and he's played Superman before, so let's just make him be able to throw people through solid walls for no like because he can. It's just fucking cool. Anyway,
And at any fucking point, Tom Cruise can just fly away in his jet. So you have to give him some superpowers.
Exactly.
Ain't no way he's fucking driving that jet.
Why?
Ain't no way.
Why
Ain't
don't
no
you
way.
think you can fly a jet?
That's such a fucking crazy skill. It's not like playing a
Listen.
guitar.
Yeah, okay. But is it though? All you got to do is flick some switches, fucking do the stick.
It's a jet, dog.
Do the
It's not a
stick.
fucking like helicopters. That
But
make
listen,
sense.
listen.
Bill Burr can learn how to fucking fly a helicopter.
He's not doing like
It's
the
a
tricks.
jet.
He's not doing like the tricks, I don't think. You know, he's not doing like he's not doing that stuff. But like the takeoff, I believe it. He
Dog,
just
it's
flies up, comes back. I believe it.
Dog, it's a jet.
I believe it, dude. I believe in Tom Cruise. Do you have any interest in a Green Lantern movie?
Yeah.
Okay.
They can be good.
I like
Like, it'd be
that.
fun.
That's almost more interesting to me for J.J. Abrams because he has so much sci-fi experience now between Star Trek and Star Wars.
Right.
Like Green Lantern should be like a wild sci-fi movie. He's a fucking space cop. That's what he is. He's a space cop.
Yeah.
Don't watch the Ryan Reynolds movie. Just don't. Don't waste your time. It's fucking awful.
Space Cop also sounds like a sequel to Kindergarten Cop. I would watch that.
Is that Arnold?
Arnold in the future.
Has Arnold never played a space cop before? Of any kind?
What is he in Total Recall?
A space cop? Okay, good. He had to have at least been one, right? Like, if you were to sit, like, let's just say, God forbid, Arnold Schwarzenegger passed away, right? And you were like running down the list of characters he played, and some form of space cop wasn't on there. I'd be sad about that. He should have at one point been a form of space cop.
Yeah.
All right, good. We're good. We're okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. You want to talk about Max Holloway?
Yeah, we could do
Yeah.
that. There's some other sports things too.
Oh, yeah?
Fucking
Hey, Max Holloway is really good.
yeah, he's a good fighter.
He's a really, really good fighter.
Yeah, decent, I guess. He's all right.
You know what I liked about that fight?
What was that?
They just had so much respect for each other.
Yeah,
I love when that happens.
But it's like what? Yeah, like there's like certain guys that you're just like, why would these guys have beef?
Yeah, why
Like,
would
there's no
Frankie
reason.
Edgar and Max Holloway have any beef?
Exactly.
They're just like really great fighters who respect each other's work ethic and personalities, and they're just like, he's fucking great.
And they're also like very super similar fighters as well, as far
Yeah,
as like they both are like
Super cardio, high volume, very active fighters.
yeah. Yeah, so it's like, why would they have beef? Yes,
And it's really refreshing in the modern UFC landscape because so many dudes are trying to be like the next Conor McGregor and be a shit like this weekend. Colby Covington is fighting Robbie Lawler, and like Colby Covington never shuts up, and it's like, who are you? Like, come on.
we're gonna watch the fuck out of that fight, dude.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be like,
fuck out.
fucking tear him into pieces,
Fuck
Robbie.
yeah,
tear
let's
him into
go,
pieces,
Robbie.
I watched a Robbie Lawler highlight reel last night.
Oh, that's gonna be fun, dude.
He's fucking disgusting. He's
Yeah.
a fucking horrifying man.
Yeah.
He's so good.
Violent as shit.
Fucking massive fucking dude. Just a
He's a-
beast.
It's a fucking bulldog, man.
He's also just like, seems like a cool guy though.
yeah.
Like, what was that? Like, he's like,
Seems like someone you would want to have a beer with.
yeah.
Yeah.
If I liked beer.
Yeah, if you liked beer.
I've
If
always
you were
like-
comfortable
like
enough-
that saying, like someone you want to have a beer with, I'm like, I don't want to have a beer with anybody.
hate beer.
Can I just have like some Dr. Pepper and hang out?
All right. So he seems like someone you'd have a Shirley Temple with.
Yes. Like Post Malone.
If you're comfortable enough with your masculinity.
Like Post Malone.
Post Malone had a Shirley Temple?
Mm-hmm.
Have we talked about that before?
No, we haven't.
You served Post Malone
Yeah,
at Buffalo
hey,
Wild Wings.
Post, what's up, man? You were insanely nice. Post Malone is an insanely nice person.
Yeah.
Super sweet guy. His friends were really cool. Had a Shirley Temple.
Yeah.
He ordered some Stud Light, which is I didn't know, but is apparently a term for Bud Light.
Yeah.
He was super nice. Very cool. guy.
I always thought like I had that idea in my head ever since I saw this video. One time he was on tour with Rich Chiga, I think, or he was just at a concert or something like that with him. But apparently they're friends, and it was Rich Chiga's birthday, and he hired like a mariachi band for Rich Chiga. And I was like, oh, that's really cute.
Yeah.
He was like, Rich Chiga was like really enjoying it
Yeah.
and stuff. But yeah, fucking he always seemed like a really nice guy.
Yeah, that was cool. It was kind of weird. It was kind of like that's the first time I've ever been like in a room with a really famous person, like
Right.
somebody super famous.
Yeah.
Like another time I served a girl who's like a YouTuber, and she like, but it's like for like younger kids.
You didn't know.
I didn't know who she was.
Other people knew.
I'm fucking like 90% sure Alonzo Trier was there once, but like I didn't confirm it.
Right.
And no one else believed me, so maybe I was wrong, but I'm pretty sure it was Alonzo Trier.
Dog, if you run into Frankie Smokes and you don't text me immediately, I'm gonna fucking stab you. I'm gonna fucking stab you.
I think I would recognize Frankie
No,
Smokes.
like,
Does he still have the
here's the
tips?
thing.
Does he still have the dyed tips?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
But here's the thing: if you don't recognize him at first, just kind of like stand like 6 feet away and like here, be like, here's your.
And if
drink.
he can reach me,
if he can reach you, no problem. That's Frankie Smokes, dog.
I almost like, I was like, is that Alonzo Trier? I could take a picture and send it to Chris and he would be able to tell me. But I was like, that's super creepy. I'm not going to do it.
Yeah, that is.
That's super weird. But yeah.
You could just
But like what I was saying, like it was super weird, like being in the presence of someone who's super famous.
Yeah.
And like everyone in the restaurant was like waiting for him to leave so they could ask him for a picture and shit. It was very strange.
Right.
And like he was cool about it. Like he took pictures with people who asked and he
Yeah.
seemed really nice. But like you could also tell there was like he has to deal with this everywhere he goes, and it just seems like it'd be really annoying. He was super nice though.
Yeah, dude. Fuck
Dope
fame,
dude.
man.
Fuck fame. I just want to be rich, not famous. What other sports stuff did you say you want to talk about?
I mean, there was like just a couple small things that happened in the NBA.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Tim Duncan.
Fucking coaching on the Spurs now. That's
Yeah,
great.
It's really awesome, right?
Did you hear Pop's quote about
oh,
it?
dude, fucking say it for that.
He said, so Pop in the press conference was like, oh, you know, I assisted Tim for 19 years, so I think it's about time he assisted me.
Right.
Such a good line.
Just
Bro, what if he grooms him to replace him?
how fucking perfect would
It'd
that
be
be?
so cool, right?
Jesus.
But it's wild because like Tim Duncan's got hair now.
like, being a fucking Spurs fan has got to be the fucking easiest thing in the world.
It's dope. Must be just great.
I'm so jealous, but it's like also like they're like so low key.
Yo,
You know
have you
that,
been to
like,
San Antonio?
No.
It's fucking dope.
Yeah.
When I made the drive to come out to move out to California with my mom,
Yeah.
we stopped in San Antonio, and it was beautiful. We
You
went
see
to
a lot of big women there.
thick women. I was in a very touristy area, so I don't know if I saw the real San Antonians.
Damn. That's all that Charles Barkley talks about, dude.
yeah,
is the,
Chuck-
like,
Churros and thick women. No, but like the fucking Riverwalk is beautiful. It's super dope.
Right.
Super dope place. Also, that's one of the GOAT level nicknames, Old Man Riverwalk.
It's pretty great.
Tim Duncan.
It's pretty great.
Also, the big fundamental, great.
Uh-huh.
He has good nicknames.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's just it seems like a perfect thing if
Yeah.
if he actually could end up being like a really good coach,
Yeah.
right? Because like there have been plenty of players like.
Oh yeah, not great player does not mean great coach.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. It definitely doesn't make him a great executive either. But
Jordan.
Uh,
Magic Johnson. There's something about being like a GOAT level player that
Yeah.
hurts you as an executive.
but I'm
well, I mean Jerry West.
yeah.
He is the
Danny
logo.
Ainge.
Danny Ainge isn't GOAT level. Like Jerry West isn't quite a GOAT level player. Danny Ainge isn't like a GOAT level player. You know what I
Right.
mean? But Magic Johnson and Michael Jordan are. And they're not great executives.
But anyways, Tim Duncan seems like a guy that would end up being a good coach,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
I mean, granted, I think I've only heard him talk like twice my whole life.
Isn't his other nickname fucking Mr. Fundamental?
The big fundamental.
The big fundamental.
Great nickname.
Mm-hmm.
Teach them fundamentals. Do they have like any young promising bigs that he could coach up?
Lonnie Walker.
He's not a big.
Deontay Murray.
Nope, not a big. Don't
Derek
say Derek
White.
White. Don't say Bryn Forbes. Jakob Pertl. Jake Puddle.
Jake
Shout
Puddle.
out! Shout out! Game of Zones. Jake Puddle.
It's about to make him to Jake Ocean. That wasn't that funny, dude.
That's the name of the episode. Jake Ocean. That's so stupid. I love it. Oh God. All right, I'm good. So what other NBA stuff happened?
Really, yeah. But just it seems like delightful news.
No, it's amazing, yeah.
It's gonna be cool to see Tim Duncan.
Spurs
on the
fans should be
sidelines,
hyped.
fucking wearing
Yeah,
a
it's
suit.
gonna be dope.
Yeah. Seems really
Can I
nice.
give you a hot take? NBA coaches should not be required to wear suits. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Why do they have to wear suits?
I want to see Pop in a tank top.
That'd be
That's
awesome.
all I want to see in life.
That'd be awesome. Like if they want to wear suits, they can.
Like he's already
Like, you ever see the summer league coaches? They're just wearing like fucking
Yeah.
dry fit tees and shit. Like,
Yeah.
why can't they just do that?
like Greg Popovich is already so sexually stimulating, right? Imagine him in a tank top. Get the fuck out, dog. Get out.
He's got that beard now.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Stop it.
God.
Like a fucking
Silver fox.
like a
white.
like
it's
a
not even
wrinkly Paul
silver.
Newman out
He's
there.
past being silver fox. He's just straight up white hair.
Yeah. Just God mode.
Yeah, God mode. Fucking basketball Santa Claus.
Yeah. Other one, a small little move that I found interesting.
Korver?
I feel like it's
Kyle Korver.
I'm
I'm just guessing.
What about Kyle Korver?
He's on the Bucks now.
So it's in the arena,
Oh, okay.
literally.
It's like
the same arena
The Bucks.
with the Bucks.
Oh, wow.
There are other
Oh,
that they-
I forget.
that they brought him. A guy that was drafted 4th overall a couple years ago. Dragon Bender.
Oh, that's right.
Mhm.
I did see that.
Yeah. So
Holy
they picked him
shit!
up.
Dragon Bender was the 4th overall pick. The Suns suck.
Yeah.
The Suns
Really
are
fucking
bad.
sad. They're like the prime example of like
Don't
hey,
tank.
like
Yeah.
just because you tank doesn't mean
It's like if
Just because
if,
you give-
if you had an anti-tanker and a pro-tanker in a debate, the pro-tanker would be like, "Look at the Sixers," and the anti-tanker would be like, "Look at the Suns."
yeah. Yeah. And they're also like a perfect example of like just because you give your young guys a lot of minutes doesn't
Yeah.
mean that they're going to develop.
Based on skill set, Dragon Bender on the Bucks is interesting.
Mhm.
Big dude that can shoot.
The ceiling of who fucking Bender
Theoretically,
was
I don't
supposed
know
to
his
be.
actual shooting splits.
Apparently
Theoretically, he can shoot.
Apparently he was ass last year. I
Yeah,
don't know.
theoretically he can shoot, but I don't know if he actually can.
Right.
Kyle Korver, I think, is like more impactful than him in terms of
Can
final,
Kyle Korver
final
shoot?
round. Like,
I thought he was like
what other use do white dudes in the NBA have?
Huh? I mean, if you're talking about a different white dude on the Bucks, fucking, you're a high flying fucking jumper.
That's true.
Pat
Connaughton.
Connaughton can
Connaughton,
fucking
yeah.
leap out.
He
the
can
fucking
shoot too,
gym.
though.
That's true.
Hey Giannis, can you can you grab the rim without jumping? If I could dunk, I would also do that to Giannis, just to say I dunked on Giannis.
Yeah,
But I can't dunk.
yeah. But then I would also be kind of like worried. Like, I'd be like, "Don't kill me."
Don't kill me,
Yeah, don't kill me. 'Cause
dude. Giannis would not kill you for that. He's
I
too sweet.
understand what you're saying, but like he's a sweetheart, and I know that. But there's like a slight 1% of me is like, "Hey,
You could murder me.
I know you can."
Giannis is one of those physical specimens that you like look at and you're like, if that dude like decided when he was younger to be a fucking fighter,
Right.
he could murder people.
Oh yeah.
It's like the same thing with
Dude,
LeBron.
If he was a fucking heavyweight.
Like if LeBron was a heavyweight fighter his whole life, he would have just murdered people.
Yeah.
It's insane. As long as they got chins, that's the only like. If they don't got a chin,
You saw the clips of LeBron fucking playing they're in the
the
layup
layup
lines or
line
whatever,
at his
and-
son's game, yeah,
Yeah,
he's just
and
fucking
dunking and shit.
power dunking.
Dog, he's fucking still eyes at the fucking rim.
Yeah. What do you think? That's fucking LeBron James.
I understand. It's LeBron James, but it's like, when is it going to stop? You know, it's got to.
He's never gonna stop. He's gonna live that Tom Brady lifestyle. He's gonna be elite forever.
It's insane. Crazy impressive.
Yeah, dude. He's gonna like catch lobs from AD or something next year. It's gonna be dope.
Oh, yeah. That's going to be fun.
We should really go to a game,
A Lakers
but like
game.
the Lakers tickets are probably gonna be
That's
like
cool.
$500.
You know what? Since you came up with the idea, I'll let you pay for the ticket.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Is there an equivalent to a Jurassic Park in LA somewhere? Because that's what we're getting. Fucking not going to the game. We're gonna watch it on a big screen in a big crowd.
All right. Still $4,000.
Yeah, I'd go to Jurassic Park. That'd be fun.
In Toronto?
Yeah, like to a Raptors game.
Yeah.
Like I don't like big crowds.
Yeah.
But like that's a very united purpose. It's like a concert. Like I'm cool with going to a concert. It's like a concert kind of.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big crowd there for a thing.
Yeah.
It's not like just a bunch of random people in a random place.
Right.
That I don't like.
Mm-hmm. I kind of agree with you. I'm more comfortable with crowds, but I'm also like not like that moment at what was it? Fucking game 5 of last year's finals
Okay.
when fucking KD went down
Yeah.
and the entire crowd started like
Cheering.
cheering and shit. Like that would make me feel uncomfortable. I'm not sure if I could like be in the center of like
That's why you don't go to a playoff game. There's too much at stake.
right.
You go to like a prime time
Yeah.
regular season game.
Because like, I'd be afraid that like if I even like said the word Vucevic around somebody,
What?
that I might get stabbed.
I don't think you're gonna get stabbed, dude. They're just gonna roast you. For
I don't know, man.
losing to
I'm
them.
very stabbable. I'm very stabbable, man.
What makes someone stabbable?
It's their personality. I
Okay.
think.
Okay. Because, like, physically speaking, every human is very stabbable, right?
Are they?
Mm-hmm.
You think so?
Yeah, dude, your skin isn't very protective.
I think certain people are thicker than others.
I mean, obviously that's true.
If we're
but-
talking about the Raptors, Kyle Lowry, not very stabbable.
Yeah, like, if you try to stab his butt, like, you could just fucking flex
it's like
and the knife would bounce off.
It's like that video of, you ever seen that video of the hippo that's like running through the savannah and there's like a bunch of lions on the hippo?
No.
I feel like
That
that's
sounds
what
awesome,
Kyle
though.
Lowry's butt would be like if you just stabbed a bunch of knives in his butt.
That sounds like a cool video.
No, it does not sound like a cool video.
The lions on the hippo? That sounds awesome.
I thought you were talking about the Kyle Lowry thing. I'm like, dog, that's a snuff film. That's fucking weird.
Nah. Talking about the hippo. Hungry hippo.
It's kind of badass, dude. Fucking
Hippos are super badass. They're
Yeah.
terrifying.
Uh-huh.
They're some of like the sleeper scariest animals.
But they're
They
super
will
territorial,
fuck you up.
and you can't
They
fucking
will
kill them.
rip you to pieces.
Yeah.
They're violent.
Yeah, violent, super territorial,
Ugh.
and they got mouths that fucking open up like 140 degrees or some shit like that. Like,
Yeah, they're fucking fat.
yeah,
They'll just fucking they'll throw that weight around. Yeah, they're scary, dude. Like, I think if you showed it like somebody, a rhino and a hippo, you'd be like, the rhino's scarier. Look at that horn. Nah, dog. That hippo is scarier.
for sure. They killed more people than sharks.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's probably because like people
not
are
as
dumb.
much as vending machines though.
People being dumb, dude. Vending machines falling on them.
Mhm.
Like, I feel like a lot of that would be people being dumb on a savannah. So, they go to the savannas. They go on like a witchamhoosie, a what's in a bucket,
Safari.
a safari.
There
Thank
you
you.
go.
I knew it started with an S.
Yep.
They go on a safari and they're like, "Oh, look, a fucking hippo. Let's go pet it."
Mhm. Yeah, look at the
Fucking
little baby.
idiot. You
look at the little
fucking idiot.
Baby hippo by itself.
And then Mama Hippo's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, get away from my baby.
Yep.
I'm gonna eat you." It's like the thing that makes hippos worse is that they're not gonna eat you. They're just gonna kill you.
Is that what?
I'm
hippos
pretty.
do?
I'm like
They don't eat
60% sure.
Are
But
they
like,
omnivores. I think they're omnivores.
are they?
I don't
They'll
know.
eat a person.
We need to know more about hippos.
I'm gonna
for
find out.
situations
I'm
like
gonna find out
this
right now if a
specific.
hippo is an omnivore. Are hippos
I'm gonna say omnivore.
omnivorous? Hippos are generally considered as herbivores. While they do bite to defend and attack, biting is not the same as eating.
So you're right on there.
Yeah, dude. I know a lot
Jackpot.
I know a lot about animals. I don't.
I've been watching a lot of bird videos recently.
What?
Dog, fucking
Birds are dope. I love birds. Like
Birds
birds
are-
are some of my favorite. Like if I could be an animal, I'd be a bird
why?
because they fly. It's fucking awesome.
Just that?
Like yeah, I'd be some kind of like predator bird, like an eagle or a falcon
I'd be a
or a
bat.
hawk. What?
I'd be a bat.
A bat?
Yeah. Because I got a lot of parental issues. That's what happens, right?
I don't get it. I don't get the joke.
That's a Batman joke.
Oh, Batman.
Anyways,
He doesn't have parental issues. Like
I
I said
watch it-
before, they're just dead.
that's issues. How is that not
That's
issues?
one issue.
Fucking, I watched a lot of bird videos recently. It started off with like crow videos. Crows are fucking so smart, dude.
Yeah.
They will fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like apparently, like crows, like when, like if you piss a crow off, it'll go tell its other crow friends, and they will all fuck with you at the same time.
I don't like that.
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
Yeah. I watched another video where this fucking, I don't know what it was. It was like a heron, right? Was,
Okay.
Like a seagull was fucking with its nest, right?
What you
With-
doing, seagull?
Right.
Stop
and,
that.
And the seagull's much smaller than a
Yeah.
heron, right? I'm not sure if it was a heron, but I know it was a seagull.
It was one of those like long
And it was a-
beaked birds,
It was a
long
it was
necks.
It was a big bird and
Yeah.
a seagull. right?
Yeah,
And the
yeah.
seagull was fucking with the bigger bird's nest, right? And then the
Might have
big
been
bird
an
just says,
osprey.
you know what?
Or
Yeah.
no, ospreys aren't big. Never mind.
But the big bird goes like, okay, bitch, you been fucking with me, right? He
Mhm.
fucking grabs the seagull, right, and drowns it in the fucking lake.
Look
dog.
with his beak.
No, with his fucking
With his big old foot.
with his fucking big old claws, dog. It fucking drowns the seagull. I fucking sit there and watch this video of this big ass bird drowning this fucking seagull like a gangster.
That's
It was insane.
fucking crazy,
It was
dude.
insane.
I have this. So it's like food with me, right? I love watching food shows. I love them. I love hearing people talk passionately about cooking.
Mm-hmm.
I love learning about the different cultures of different
Right.
food, but I won't eat any of it.
Right.
I don't like anything. I'm a super picky eater.
Right.
Animal stuff, I love watching it. It fascinates me. I think it's so cool, but I'm not stepping foot in nature. I'm not messing around.
Right.
I'm not getting eaten by a hippo.
Are you not a zoo guy?
I like zoos, but it's because like they can't get to me.
Yeah.
So like I can observe
understand that.
in person. Like I went to the San Diego Zoo with my mom, and we watched these monkeys like for like 30 minutes because they were doing really interesting shit.
Yeah. What was that? The gorilla exhibit?
No, just regular monkeys.
I went with my parents to the San Diego Zoo.
The gorillas are cool too.
Gorillas,
though. The
yeah.
gorillas are awesome.
Yeah, the gorillas were really fucking interesting because like I saw like two like younger gorillas wrestle.
Oh
And
hell
I was
yeah!
like,
dude.
I was
Did
like,
they have like good technique?
bro, it was fucking insane.
Yeah?
It was real. Like they had legit technique. I saw the bigger, slightly bigger gorilla, fucking arm drag a younger gorilla.
No.
I swear to God.
That's dope.
I was sitting there watching it and like grading their technique, and I was
Bro.
like, they have good form. This is good footwork.
Is there an animal that you would less want to wrestle than a gorilla?
I
These are the kind of questions that people should ask us, by the way,
yeah.
on our Q&A video.
I mean, I guess the environment matters, right? Because if it's in water,
Then you don't want like an octopus or something, or anything that can swim.
I'll fucking wrestle an octopus underwater all day.
8 tentacles, dude.
I would rather wrestle an octopus than a gorilla underwater.
You'd rather be in the
Yeah.
water and wrestle a non-aquatic being.
Yeah,
Why?
but I feel like I could get away from an octopus. I could kill an octopus. They're very jelly-like, and I could stab them. They're very stabbable.
But they're like the smartest animal.
They're very stabbable. I get that they're smart. I understand that, but they're also fucking. They're jelly, dog. Fucking a
big ones,
gorilla
though?
could. If it gets a hold of me, I'm
That's
I'm
true.
dead.
He's gonna
But
drown you. He's
would
gonna
I
drown
rather
you.
fight a gorilla underwater or a alligator underwater?
No, gorilla.
Gorilla.
The alligator's gonna grab you and spin and drown you.
Because like maybe like the gorilla might be concerned with its own well-being more.
Yeah. Or maybe you can get lucky and just get its head underwater. Drown it.
With the gorilla,
Maybe. You have a better chance of drowning a gorilla than drowning an alligator.
fucking. I think that goes without saying, man.
I'm saying. Also, like gorillas have sharp teeth, but like I feel like it's not their primary weapon of
Yeah,
of
they don't
choice.
utilize it really.
They're like they'll bite your ass, but like
Right.
it's not their first thing they're gonna do. They're gonna
Uh-huh.
fucking like rip you in half
Yeah,
first.
yeah.
That alligator's just gonna bite you.
It's not like first priority
Yeah.
for them.
Yeah. And like
It's almost like they don't play
they don't
dirty.
want to. They don't really want to eat you.
Yeah.
Like they like bamboo and shit and plants and fruit. Gorillas are scary. Monkeys are terrifying in general.
Monkeys are terrifying. in
Chimpanzees will literally rip your face off.
general. They are scared. Like it's weird how terrifying and like you know how dangerous they are, but like they're also like super cute.
Nah, dude, I have a strict no chimp policy.
Right.
Strict no chimp policy. You're throwing a party, right? The party planner's like, yo, we're gonna have some monkeys.
Yeah.
I'd be like, what? We're gonna have some monkeys in cages and they're gonna dance.
Right.
I'd be like, nah, dude, I have a strict no chimp policy.
Okay.
And the party planner's gonna be like, no, they're gonna be in cages. It's safe. They're not gonna be able to touch anybody. Listen, are they monkeys? And the guys will be like, yeah, they're monkeys. And I'd be like, no, strict no chimp policy. I don't want them around me. Too dangerous.
That's safe.
It's too look, like
You're a smart man.
They might just start throwing their poop at me. No, thank you.
Yeah, that's too much.
I'm not about it. But yeah, I love observing nature. I think it's awesome. I love watching like Discovery Channel shit and fucking like Planet Earth kind of stuff. It's great. It's super interesting. It's beautiful. But I'm not messing with it, dude.
Right.
I'm not going out there.
I'd go scuba diving. You wouldn't.
You are combining like my two biggest fears: getting eaten by an animal and the ocean. No.
Is your fear of the ocean like necessarily like separate from the other thing?
Yes, certainly. Just the
Really?
I'm terrified of the ocean.
Of just if there was no animals in the ocean,
Yeah, I'd be terrified.
You'd still
of
be
it.
scared
I
of
could
it?
still fucking die out there, dude.
Yeah, that's fair.
Part of my fear of the ocean though is driven from like an unreasonable fear of sea monsters. Like the fact when I was a kid, someone told me that we've only discovered like 20% of the ocean or whatever, and to this day it haunts me because I'm like, maybe there's sea monsters.
Right.
You don't know. We
Yeah.
don't know it all. And that freaks me out. It's like a deep-seated fear.
Seeded
Mm-hmm.
fear with an A.
No, it's SEEDED.
No, sea. What's like a sea, like the ocean.
Oh.
That was the.
Oh.
You made a.
I didn't realize that I made a pun.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Yeah.
This cup comes from the zoo.
Yeah, it's from San Diego Zoo.
Yeah.
Rex is like the mascot. A lion named Rex, though, I don't know how I feel about that.
Right.
It's kind of like, eh.
What are you gonna call a lion?
Fucking not. Oh, so here's the defense I have for Rex. I think in maybe like Latin, it might mean king.
So if you're arguing it for Rex,
That's like a reason
That's
for
fair.
it.
That's fair.
Yeah, it's something like that. Yeah, it is. Rex means king in Latin. Dude, I fucking pulled that shit out of my ass. So, like, from that perspective, I get it. Because, you know, like king of the jungle or whatever. But, like, it's... Everyone knows T-Rex. That's what you think of when you hear Rex. So it's kind of weird.
Mm-hmm.
What would I name a lion? I can't tell you, dude. I have to know the animal's personality before I name it.
Right.
I like calling animals the other animals, though.
What?
Like, if you gave me a dog, I would name it like Bear.
Oh, okay.
I like doing that. I think it's cool.
Isn't that what the fucking what's his name? The dude, the main character from not the main character, but like the romantic interest from Sweet Home Alabama. He names his
Never
dog
seen it.
Bear.
Never seen it.
Every time I see, he's like,
It's a good dog name.
yeah,
Bear's a
solid
good dog name.
Solid.
All right. We're tangenting. Do you want to do shout-outs?
Yeah, we can.
Do you want to go first? You want me to go first?
I'll go first.
Okay.
So I kind of, this is kind of a 2 shout out episode for me because my first shout out was going to be Miss Stevens. I'm like,
yeah.
but I didn't want to wait till the end
Yeah,
of the
yeah.
episode
Yeah,
to
yeah.
actually start talking about Miss Stevens. I wanted to bring it up right off the. So fucking go watch Miss Stevens on Netflix. If you don't like it, you suck. That's what I'm gonna say.
Whoa.
That's what I'm gonna say. If
Whoa.
you don't like I'm reasonable. If you don't like it, I hope you die. But my real shout out is a YouTube channel that I've been watching recently because I've been trying to understand the art of cooking a little bit more.
The art of cooking.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah. Fucking the YouTube channel that I'm gonna shout out is Binging with Babish.
Oh, I know what that is.
You've heard of Binging with Babish?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like pretty famous.
Yeah. He's fucking got a lot of followers on YouTube. I just got onto the Babish train.
I'm pretty sure he's on an episode of Jon Favreau's Chef Show on Netflix.
Really?
I'm pretty sure.
It's pretty dope. Fucking really dope YouTube channel. He goes through. He has a couple different things, like a couple different like kinds of videos that he has on his channel. The one that I've been watching a lot is his Basics with Babish. And it's basically just him talking about cooking, talking about how to prepare a bar, the basics that you need to have in a bar, how to make steaks, how to make tacos, how to make healthy food.
Mm-hmm.
So he has that. He has a vlog. I watched a video of him going through the Bourbon Trail in Kentucky. And it was pretty
Ooh, that's
interesting.
cool.
It was pretty interesting. He has another set of videos that are basically him making meals and I think drinks as well. But like he's making food from famous movies and television.
Oh, that's a
shows
cool
and stuff.
idea.
Yeah, it's really interesting.
Does he ever go over his credentials? Like, what makes Babish
He's a chef.
a dude you want to learn? Like, you just...
He's a chef.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. But yeah, he's they're super informative. Obviously, you can learn a lot about how to make food and how to just fucking adult while you're in the kitchen. But yeah, he's really funny. Like you can pick up the sense of humor that he has as well.
It's important, dude. It's important for those cooking guys to have personalities.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I love, dude. I said it before, dude. I fucking love a chef who's like really passionate about like the culture of cooking. It's just so interesting to me.
Mm-hmm.
I love it.
Right.
There's another what's the show on Netflix? Cool. I can't remember the name.
Stranger Things.
No.
Dark.
No. What? That's a weird second option there for you. Dark?
Yeah.
Have you even seen Dark?
Nope.
It's fucking not even in English.
Nope.
It's a wild one to go to.
Yep.
I can't remember the name. Crazy Delicious, I think it might be. But like, it's very focused on like the cultures of the food, and they go to like different countries and stuff. It's very cool. I just think it's really interesting. It's really interesting. And like those people are always so passionate about it. It's cool. Binging with Babish.
Yeah. Binging with Babish is the YouTube channel.
So I forgot to think of a shout out,
Oh shit.
but I'm just going to talk about the thing that I've been burning through.
What's that?
Binge mode Harry Potter. So
Oh.
binging with Babish and binge mode. I might have talked about binge mode before. I think I at least referenced it when we talked about Game of Thrones because I listened to it during the last season of Game of Thrones.
Right.
Binge Mode is a podcast from the Ringer Podcast Network, which we are both fans of, with Mallory Rubin and Jason Concepcion. And they've done 4 seasons of Binge Mode. Season 2 or 3 is Binge Mode Harry Potter. And I mean, as you can see from my phone case and from my life, I fucking love Harry Potter. It's like my favorite story of all time. And they go through the books like chunks, like chapter 1 through 5. There's some I just started Half-Blood Prince this week, and they literally started off doing chapters 1 and 2 of Half-Blood Prince, and it's like an hour and 45-minute podcast. So they do it like they break down the books in huge detail, really breaking down themes and motivations and connecting dots from early in the series to later. And then they have an episode dedicated. They do the whole book. Then they do one episode on the movie. And then they do like some random other episodes thrown in. Their Harry Potter stuff is it's fucking amazing. It's such good content for if you like Harry Potter and you just want to if you
just want some more content.
If you just want some fucking Harry Potter content, exactly. Mm-hmm. I'm excited to get to their Fantastic Beast episodes. I want to hear what they think about those movies.
Okay.
They have like Binge Mode started as a Game of Thrones podcast. Season 1 is all like they binged Game of Thrones up until like the second to last season, I think.
And they do like an episode per episode?
Yeah, episode for an episode. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then they did like I think they called it Binge Mode Weekly for a little bit, where they like kind of like how we do with spoiler episodes, where they were like, here's a movie we're gonna do one out. And
so they did made a really shitty podcast.
Yeah, exactly. Like ours. Very shitty.
Yeah.
But yeah, binge mode, and like specifically I've been tearing through the Harry Potter stuff, and it's really fucking good.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, binge mode and binging with Babish.
Lots of
Binge your hearts out.
Mm-hmm.
Like I mentioned earlier at the top of the show, Q&A episode. Hit us up with questions. Poll. Go vote on that. What's the episode? Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
There you go.
This Thursday. Look forward to it. Find Chris on his website. Read his scripts. ChrisMichaelsDot.com. ChrisMichaelsDot on Instagram. I am at DavinWill25 on Twitter and Instagram. The show at tcaks pod on Twitter. The poll's going to be there. You can ask questions there. The Chris and Kyle Show on Facebook, on YouTube, on all podcasting platforms, on Instagram. Throw your questions on there too. The poll's also on Facebook. It's been fun. We out.
We out. Stay weird.